Hello, Facebook Live, Shine on Purpose. How are you today? Happy Monday. Hope that everyone is doing great. Today I wanted to talk about why women need women. Why do we need women? So many women have a hard time with other women. I know that I was one of those back in the day as well, that women felt intimidating. Women made me feel insecure. I always measured myself if I was better than or less than with women. And so I used to stay away from them because I felt like they were out to get me. And I know in some ways I was out to get them. I was not a very good female friend. And over the weekend, hi, Catherine, hi, Julie. Over the weekend, those are some women in the group, whoop, whoop. Over the weekend, I was at a woman-to-woman conference. And here's the thing that was so amazing. There were probably 500 women there. And I had the honor of being one of the speakers. And I sat there and I looked at all of the beautiful faces. And I thought, it's our hearts that are the same. Our outsides may look a little bit different, but the things that we struggle with and the way that we feel inside when we stop comparing our outsides to the insides are really the same, and things like insecurity, things like feeling like this other person seems to know more than me. Things like thinking that we're not good enough. Things like, she's out to get me in some way. Things like I can't ever really tell her the truth. Hi, Sean Wilms. Thanks for supporting the women. Things like how am I going to be a friend with a woman and really tell her the truth? And here's the deal with women. Women are here to help us and to be our mirrors, because men are men, and men and female relationships, while good, there's always another component to them, whether we want to admit it or not. And there's always something there that lies right under the surface, that surface of, is there any potential here? Even if we're married, even if we think that they're just our friend. And the deal is this, with women, you can go to a very deep heart level and let yourself be seen and let yourself be healed. Women know things. We have women's intuition. That's a real thing. It's not called men's intuition. Women by nature are nurturers, and they want to help each other and they want to champion the road. And I'm going to be really honest. I've had a hard time with friendships my whole life. I always would have like one hostage that I could take to the bar with me to go pick up on the guy. And I didn't even really drink, but I needed that one person to be there so that I could go and do the thing. And I always had to make sure that I felt I was a little bit better than this person in some way so that they couldn't take all the guys. Or I'd have that one friend that I do everything with. My relationships were super enmeshed. And as a grown-up in my 40s, I'm really learning what it looks like just to have some safe, kind, compassionate, and loving female relationships. I just called one friend right now and just to say hi, didn't need anything from her. She didn't need anything from me, but just to be touchstones. And so for you this week, I encourage you to take a look at who are the women in your life? What are your stories in your head about what it means to be a woman? Where did you learn how to be a woman? Not only that, but what are the things that are great about being a woman? Where are some of those female friendships that you would like to foster, but maybe you're not sure how? I would love to talk to anyone who wants to talk about this. Maybe even in the comments, you can type what's been hard for you about being friends with women. And, usually I think it's about them because but truly it's always about me. It's about my insecurity. It's about how I don't feel good enough. And you know what? They're feeling that way too a lot of the time. And we are good enough. And together we can get better in our heads. We can get better and have some of those really deep, fun, and satisfying relationships. Who better than a woman to call and say, I need help today? You need help, you call a woman, right? She's going to help you out. The other thing too is women really get each other deep, deep, deep and intimately when we peel away all the stuff. So as we're in April and we're doing spring cleaning on our thoughts, let's take a look at our relationships. What are the relationships that you need to spring clean? Maybe there's some that you need to bring to the front of the closet. Maybe there's some that aren't serving you anymore. And all of that is okay. So I challenge you this week to reach out to a woman, make a coffee date, make a lunch date. I have one with a gal named Maite this Thursday that I'm super excited about. She and I have circled around and we're friends light and we love each other in our heart, but I'm going to take a chance. She's taking a chance and we're going to go and, see each other face to face and eye to eye, not in a group setting, and get to know each other. And that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. Last week I got to see 3 friends in one day, all at different times. And even though they're my friends, it always still feels a little bit jarring of, what are we going to talk about? How am I supposed to be vulnerable? And you know what? I always feel better whenever I do. So make a lunch date, make a phone call, reach out to me. I would love to know how this goes for you, and keep going, women. You know, the other thing that I'm going to leave here that I heard this weekend is that when I'm at my biggest, full of my ego or all of my ideas or thinking that I'm better than or less than, that really I'm at my smallest. And women know how to get you right at the right size, no matter what you're feeling or thinking, and to just look at you and love you anyway. And that is my wish for you. Go out and shine on purpose.